Okay, family. So the world of parasocial relationships continues to get crazier and crazier. As you can see, a Korean streamer was killed by a viewer who donated $70,000, right? Damn. And that things like that's tricky because I always say nothing or something is not for nothing. I always say in life, bruh, something is not for nothing. You cannot get something by doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? So that's $70,000, cool and all. It's coming from a viewer, a supporter, but then there's another side to that. There's a darker side to that a lot of the times, which are you down for? Are you ready for that? I don't know. Because cool, take the money, but now what if the person is a bit of a creep, a bit of a pedo? Do you accept the money, but try and avoid their comments, not interact with them too much, but they're still donating and you're accepting? Or do you just block them and ban them from the community and not deal with that at all? Which I think the latter half is the better thing to do, but who's turning down the donations? When you're seeing, $100 donated here, $500 donated here, $700,000 here, you're going to be like, well, he's creepy, but he's paying my bills, so... Anyway, let me not say too much. Let's get into this video right now. It's your boy dwayzeonblaze. This video is by Maury. Shout out to Maury. Like, comment, and subscribe. Let's go.
Now, in today's episode of Society Falling Apart at the Seams,
Klled.
we have a tragic story, a crazy story, in fact, of a Korean streamer by the name of Yoon Ji-Ah, who was, according to Dexerto, found dead after an attack by a longtime viewer in her live streams who donated almost $70,000 to her. And I just gotta say, this is why not all money is good money. And
But didn't this happen before? I think there was a Chinese streamer or a Japanese streamer who also had their top donator pull up on them and kill them. This is not the first time. This continues to keep happening, and it's happening to women. This is why women, you also need to be very careful while live streaming. Don't just be live streaming in public thinking that because you're in public, it's safe. You don't know what parasocial weird relationship you've built with some stranger on the internet. You just don't know.
a lot of this money, especially in a lot of female streamers' chats donated by a lot of parally obsessed male viewers, can be very dangerous for the women receiving this money.
Exactly.
Objectively, time and time again, we've seen guys just go way too far. They donate a whole bunch of money, assuming that that girl that is receiving the money that, they watch on a daily basis is now obligated to return the favor in some way, shape, or form. And I'm pretty sure you guys...
It's not even obligation to return the favor. Can I tell you what? A lot of the times it's, let me keep donating and maybe she'll like me. She'll see I'm always donating. I'm always gifting her. Maybe she'll like me. Maybe she'll give me a chance. And they start spending crazy money realizing that this woman does not care about you. Guys, you got to realize the one thing with women, bruv, when it comes to money, just giving them money will never make them love you. Ever, ever, ever. It doesn't matter how much you give them. You cannot buy a woman's love, bro. You cannot. Even if they make you believe that you're buying them all these things. Oh, I love you because you buy me this. They don't really love you, bro. Love is not a materialistic thing for a woman. As much as she makes it materialistic, it's not, bro. When a woman feels love, it's in here, bro. It's how you make her feel, not what you can do for her.
Is understand how predictable this story is, right? Guy donates a whole bunch of money. He's in love with her, watches her streams every day, assumes that donating tens of thousands of dollars to her, mind you, he's in serious debt. Apparently in the story, this man lost his whole house just trying to donate money to this girl. And
look, she's beautiful, but she's a human being. Just because she looks good, she could be a bitch. You know what? You know what I'm saying? And that's a lot of these pretty ones, bro. You think, oh, she's so beautiful. I just want her to be on my body. When she's on your body, next thing you're like, hey, bruh, hey, you like complaining, you're ungrateful, you unappreciative, you like crying in the mornings, you realize all these things you don't like about the person. So guys, take off the rose-colored lenses, okay? Look at the person for what they are, not what they say or what they look like. What they do and who they are inside is what you should be looking for.
Ultimately ended up taking her life because she did not reciprocate the feelings and emotional investment that he had for her. This is why not all money is good money. But before we get into that, ladies and gentlemen, be sure to head on over to my second channel, Maury Live, for more raw and unfiltered videos. I'm probably going to actually be using this as a live stream channel anyway. So yeah, be sure to head on over there. Also, for my podcast fans or people who like more crime related content, I do have a podcast up on Spotify now, Maury in the Morning. morning. I also did add
Bro
some
got a-
episodes
bro
to
got a
the
whole
YouTube
podcast. I like
on
this,
the
bro.
main channel as well. But of course, head on over
Get
to
your bag,
Spotify,
Maury.
Maury in the morning, and on Apple Music, by the way. Give me a follow. And
your
yeah,
bag.
I stated before, I'm just trying to cater to the people who don't watch but actually listen, you know, while they're doing whatever they're doing
Nah,
at the
this is smart. I like what you're doing here. This is a good move, Maury. Keep doing it there.
moment. Anyway, the Korean streamer murdered after arguing with VIP viewer who donated $70,000 to her. And before we go into the story, I just want to say a VIP viewer in a Twitch chat or any other live streaming service is basically viewers who donate so much money that after a certain point, automatically or manually, they get placed in some type of bracket or special group by the streamer to get
Bro, where you donators? Come to my stream, bruh. Donate to me, bruh. I know I'm ugly, but just please, bruh. At least $5, $10. When I'm streaming, you guys donate nothing, bruh. Zero. You just guys just laughing emojis. That's all you come with, laughing.
Acknowledged in the
Yes,
chat
yes.
that, hey, this person right here chatting in our chat every day is basically a pay big. Acknowledge them. Honestly, if I ever got to that point of which I never will, I'd be very embarrassed and shamed. Like, please don't put a little icon next to my name, basically telling everybody in the chat that I'm basically a walking human ATM for you.
Yeah, I also don't like that when they do that thing in chats when they're like, oh, this is your top commenter. Bro, I just got you for like 10 flipping minutes. I'm not your top commenter, bruh. Then it make you look like you simping over the hand, bruh. I just got you. I just happened to stumble upon TikTok. She looked pretty. I was like, oh, let me go to the chat. Let me just throw a quick bars. See if I could just throw some bait and hook a fish. You know what I'm saying? And then niggas gonna be looking like, oh, Dwayze in here. Oh, he's a top commenter. Oh, this nigga simp. The fuck?
By the way, here's an image of the streamer, as you can see. They say a Korean streamer has been found dead and a viewer has been arrested for murder after donating tens of thousands of dollars to her. Yoon Ji-Ah, a TikToker and live streamer with over 300,000 followers, was discovered on a mountainside in Muju County, North Jeolla Province on
Bro, how you killing the mountains, bro? On September 11th even, bro. That's wild, bro.
September 11th. Her body showed signs of bruising and strangulation. So obviously this guy was very angry and very violent. Likely, if you can imagine, had her pinned down on the ground with his hands around her neck, preventing her from breathing.
Let's
Police
hope he didn't essay her as well, please.
believe she was killed about 30 minutes after her final broadcast ended. And just to show you guys, as I'm on her TikTok right now, a little bit of what she does, as you can see here. Right. As someone stated in the comment section, this video was one day before she died. There's another
One day you just dancing on TikTok, next day you dead, guys. Hey, life it could go just like that. Appreciate every single day. Appreciate your family. Tell your loved ones you love them because you never know. Imagine your little sister, she's just dancing on TikTok one day. Then tomorrow she's murdered by the guy who was watching her on TikTok. That's the world we live in, bruv.
video.
I'm feeling so good at a back party.
Right, so it just looks like she's like a little cutesy little, kawaii type streamer. You know, a lot of Asian, Japanese, Korean, South Asian streamers tend to fit this mold, this aesthetic. They like to, do little cutesy little videos like this and fit that type of caricature. And
Why is she chewing like that, bruv? That's not cute, bruh. You look. What's wrong with you? Fix your face, bruv. Look what
obviously any guy
you look like a bird. You look like, what's that bird? That, is it a chicken? You look like that.
any simp for a lack of better words, seeing this type of content, seeing what she looks like, she's definitely cute. Would slowly,
She's cute, but I'm not killing her over 40 bands, bruv. That I sent to her. I'm like, what?
become parasocially obsessed, seeing this. It's normal. I'm gonna be honest for both sexes, but sometimes a lot of people can go too far. They get ideas in their head and they start romanticizing things and they slowly fantasize about particular things that may never ever happen because A, she doesn't know you, you don't know her, really, truly. You're just another
Bruv, just hit the hub, bruh. Just hit the hub at this point, bruh. Why are you gonna be extra, dog? Stop doing all this extra stuff, man. Just hit the hub. Leave people to be alive, okay? Pay your money to hub subscription, alright? Then that's fine, bro. You don't have to
in
do
her
this.
chat, and I mean, good
Just a
God,
cute girl,
guys,
bro.
like I need people to fix their
Kill them.
mental health because this is just not mentally healthy for people to get this obsessed and attached to people to the point to where they're losing their own homes, their houses, and donating $70,000 to people who they're never gonna see in real life. But in this
And
case,
people who are never gonna care about them. I bet you the man that's piping this hand out is just A nigga who just does not care about her at all. At all. He probably tells her, this TikTok shit you do is stupid. This is dumb. But what? He piping her down. But the guy who's giving her everything. Oh, let me give you all my money. She don't care about that guy, man. Come on, bro.
Met up with her. Let's get back to the story. They say the suspect, a man in his 50s, identified only as Choi, was a longtime supporter who had donated roughly 100 million won, about $70,000, under the nickname Black Cat. Yeah, a man in his 50s doing that, $70,000, nickname Black Cat. Hell no.
Now, where you got all that money just to be sending it to someone he doesn't know?
It's already sketchy. They say he allegedly told Yoon he was the CEO of an IT company, but reports later revealed he was deeply in debt and his home had been seized in a forced.
He tried to flex on her. Oh yeah, girl, I'm the CEO. You know, I'm saying CEO status over here, girl. I own this shit. You see me? I'm the big boss over here. Okay.
Auction show. This man was basically LARPing as a rich, wealthy baller kind of guy. He was LARPing, you know, which means live action role playing, gaming lingo.
Also, women don't want to hear that you're rich. They want to experience your richness. That's a very important jewel right there. They don't care that you're rich. They just want to experience your wealth.
You're pretending to be something you're not. He was pretending to be a high roller, a wealthy guy with a lot of money that he can splurge on any, you know, streamers that he wants. But apparently he's just a guy in his 50s, you know, highly in debt, lost his home. He got mad. I guess he was trying to buy her affection. And then, hey, as predictable as it always is, she didn't like him.
Bro, 50K, I'm just buying bras, bro. I won't even lie to you. I'm not going to sit here and try and cap. I'm going straight to buy bras. If I have 50K and I need some love and not one woman on this earth is giving me love, I'm going to buy some bras, bro. Like, why must I give it to somebody who still doesn't care about me? That's crazy to me. That's crazy. Let me go give it to some bras, because I know the bras don't care about me. But hey, I'm getting what I want. I'm getting the end result in the end of the day, right? Because all this guy wants to do is stick his little thing in her. Clearly. Why else would he just be donating her $70,000, bruv? Clearly, that's the end goal for this man, bruv. So, take that money and go give 10%, not even 10%, 1% of that to a bros, and hey, bro, you'll still be achieving your goals here, bro. And you can save time because now you don't have to watch someone on stream all day.
Didn't want him. Based off of other reports I heard, she tried to cut ties with him after. Well, let's get back into the story. But just know that he was living kind of a double life she fell for. And as you can see here, Choi convinced Yoon to enter a business partnership with him after becoming a VIP level donor on her live streams. Keep in mind, he was pretending to be a high roller, a baller, CEO of his own company. Meanwhile, he's just a guy in his 50s.
Shorty want a baller. A shot caller
who's broke as hell and lost his house. They say, though, however, Yoon had recently tried to cut ties, assuming she found out about this lie, reportedly exhausted by his controlling behavior and demanding schedule. CCTV footage captured Choi kneeling and begging Yoon shortly before the killing. That is crazy. I have not seen the CCTV footage at all. But just to clarify here,
I am going to look for it.
Choi, the guy who donated this money, was on his knees kneeling, I suppose, because she wanted to cut ties, or she, you know, may have been rejecting him at that point in time because he revealed his true feelings, his romantic advances, right? And she wanted to cut ties after finding out about this creepy ulterior motive.
Every time you confess your feelings first to a woman, it goes wrong. If she's not pushing it to a point where you clearly know she wants you, then bro, just let it go, bro. She don't really want you that much, trust me.
Investigators believe the fatal encounter occurred at around 3:27 p.m. when Yoon was seen being pulled back into her car against her will. Her cause of death was confirmed as asphyxiation due to neck compression. So yeah, she was strangled. He had his hands around her neck and basically choked the life out of her, bro. She could not breathe. After the murder, Choi was seen carrying a suitcase and making multiple stops to throw police off his trail before abandoning Yoon's body on the mountainside. He was arrested 12 hours later. While he originally denied killing the streamer, he confessed after the authorities found the body. In a couple of photos I do want to show here is the mountainside of which her body was found in the suitcase. So clearly this guy drove, you know, into the country to abandon the body, but he was captured on CCTV. He didn't, you know, he was too emotional.
Bro, September 11, I was having such a calm day, you know, I was making some chicken. You know, I was sitting up to Shorty, like, yo, Shorty, what's good? You sliding through? She's like, nah, I'm not pulling up on you, nigga. So I was like, all right, cool, fine. Bruh, some other people are out here transporting dead bodies Well, I'm just chilling here rolling my joints. There's a man out there just transporting a dead body and chucking it on a mountain, bro. That's what's going down.
Emotional to kind of plan this out. This was, I suppose, in the heat of the moment, a crime of passion. One thing I was able to find, and I couldn't translate it, obviously, because I don't know what's going on.
There's no passion here. It's not a crime of passion. This is a crime of psychoness, bro.
Of my browser extension. But now, ladies and gentlemen, one thing I was able to find was a video from a Korean media outlet. Apparently they're coming out with a documentary surrounding how this woman died that says the death of an influencer and Jeju Pablo's pigeons, right? And in this little snippet, I was able to see some footage, blurred of course. I guess there was some kind of investigation in Korea, and as you can see here, let me pause this, is the suitcase that was found, right? With her body found inside of it on the side of the mountain. And here, as you can see, is the footage, right? Of apparently this guy kneeling in front of her before he killed her. Now, for obvious reasons, because they want to kind of hype up their documentary, they're not going to really show the clear image, right? But it's just crazy to me, bro, that this actually happened. And now people are saying, who is the VIP killer? I'm not sure if they're still hiding his identity, like his face. Here we have another Korean comment saying, we pray, and I'm using a browser extension, by the way. We pray for the repose of the deceased soul. Somebody said, this is what happens when you like free stuff. Let's live right.
You see, I was saying that earlier on. Nothing is for free, bruv. Nothing is for free, bro, in this life, bro. You might think, oh, I just won the lotto. I'm telling you, there was a karma, or there was a price you paid somewhere down the line for that money, bro. Or there's a price you're going to pay for that money. Telling you.
The person said, I should have stopped my daughter from using SNS. I feel like I'm the victim, but as a parent, I should have stopped her from... I don't know what that means. Guys, this translation isn't perfect. I'm using a browser extension. Apologies. But ladies, I just gotta say, please be careful about the money you're accepting from particular people online. Like, these people are in real life, and if they're in your proximity, they may have feelings, very strong, obsessive feelings towards you, of which you don't reciprocate.
Now, but to be fair, in this situation, she agreed to enter into business with this person as well, which means she crossed the line. There was a line crossed here, which I think people are not talking about, because he did say she agreed to go into business with him. That takes it beyond just a parasocial relationship. Clearly, if the guy was kneeling in front of her, clearly this was deeper than just the internet online thing. You know what I'm saying? Because he obviously knew her in real life. Because like she said, the guy was kneeling in front of her before he killed her. So I assume there was some back and forth, between them personally. But yeah, it's sad, man. Beautiful woman, beautiful girl, taken from this world too soon over some nonsense, over some money, really. Because if he hadn't donated all that money, he wouldn't have felt so entitled, bro, to do something like that. It's sad, man. Sad. Such a beautiful woman, man. It's tough.
And if you don't reciprocate, they may have something in their mind where they want to kill you. Bro, I literally talked about this in my other video about this guy. I forgot his name, from New Jersey, the 17-year-old, right? Got rejected. Ran this girl over along with her best friend on an e-bike. I mean, it's crazy. Ladies and gentlemen, though, let me know your thoughts and opinions down below about this. What do you think about the situation?
We live in a
also,
sick
be
world.
sure to head on over to my Instagram.
I just want to pray for y'all quickly, bro. Lord, please protect everybody watching this video, because this world is clearly in a psychosis, if that is a word, Lord. Just pray for your healing and your protection over everybody. May your blood run through this earth and wash the sins away of those who breed sin and displeasure in this world, and darkness, gloom and doom. May you eradicate all of that, Lord. May you leave the bright souls here to grow and to take care of one another, look after one another, help each other grow. Bless each and every person here today, here with me in spirit, wherever they may be in the world at this time, Lord. In your name, Jesus, I pray, amen. I know that's crazy. Like, yo, Brad just dove into a prayer. But it's like, when I see things like this, my soul sometimes just hurts, Brad. Because it's like, damn, Brad, I just see so much evil on a daily basis, Brad. It's just like, damn. And I know it's condensed, like, into YouTube. So we're just getting, YouTube TikToks and things. We're just seeing it all. But it doesn't eradicate the fact that it's not happening. It's still happening. And the fact that we're seeing it so often means it's happening a lot. So may her family find the peace they need. And may you women just move a a little bit more precautiously. You know what I'm saying? I know at the end of the day, it's why should us women have to, protect ourselves or whatever? You men should know how to behave or how to act, but some men don't, and that's the problem. Some men don't, and of course they cause it to be a thing where now it's a bad thing, or it reflects badly on the entire group. When it's just obviously a subset of men who choose to move like this. But yeah, at the end of the day, bruv, it's disgusting. Protect women, guys. Do not be somebody who's controlled by lust, and ego, and letting money control your decisions. That's not the way to live. Anyway, it's your boy dwayzeonblaze. Like, comment, and subscribe. I'll catch you in the next one. Shout out to the boy More.